Is that when you met Sadikifu?
Huh?
That's when you met Sadikifu?
When?
When you transferred to UW?
Oh yeah, that's when I met her. Because I had started at Bellingham um, at uh, you know before I transferred to UW.
You were in Bellingham before you were at UW.
Yeah, I was at Bellingham before that.
And then you met Sadikifu. How did you meet her?
I'm trying to think. Mhm.
She said you guys did a lot together. And she said that you boycotted Macy's.
Yeah.
She said you boycotted Macy's and that you
Hmm.
were the first woman hired by Macy's in Seattle of color.
Yeah, I certainly was as far as the position I had,
Yeah.
because I was in the um,
Cus-
where people would go in to cash their checks and all things like different things like that,
yeah.
and so it was interesting because sometimes they would get scared. They'd come up and they'd see me, and they didn't realize that I was there at the end of the,
Hmm.
behind the the counter there, where they had, uh, you had to produce ID and different things like that in order to get,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
So
so you surprised them
yeah, definitely,
as a black woman.
definitely surprised them because sometimes they would act all the,
Wide eyes.
yeah, yeah.
Shocking.
And I was not very tolerant, frankly.
You? I don't believe it.
Don't zap him, Lord. Oh Lord. Yeah, I wasn't very tolerant. It just free 1/2 sandwich or salad, Panera.
Are you getting distracted by the commercials?
No.
You were telling me your story.
Well, I want to hear yours too.
I don't have a story like that.
Yes, you do. You just haven't. You just have. You probably have forgotten. You're getting older too.
Well, one thing I noticed that's very interesting is your dad over there. See your dad in that photo. He looks a lot like my stepfather.
Oh, really? Now
Yeah.
which? Now which? Oh, you're talking about the one at the left.
Yeah, this photo
The
right here.
left. The left side. Oh, there. I thought you were talking about the other
No,
one.
the photo of your dad.
Okay, the one in the back there. Yeah.
Yeah. My
Oh.
mother married a man who looked a lot like your father.
Oh. Oh. And where was she from?
She was from Ohio, and he was
Oh,
from,
how?
yeah, and he was, where was my stepfather originally from? I think he was originally from here in Florida.
Oh. Oh. Well, who'd have thunk it?
Who'd have thunk it?
As one friend of mine, she used to, who'd have thunk it?
But my mother was white, and my stepfather was black, and we lived in an all white community.
Oh, they must have loved you.
Oh, so, and when I was young, I was like a little towhead, blonde hair. And so when they saw,
Blonde hair?
yeah, it's all gray now, but it used to be blonde.
It's not all gray.
I was pretty much there.
It's almost gone. You had it all shaved off.
I know. But yeah, we got a lot of looks. A
No,
lot of,
I can imagine. Yeah,
yeah.
there were there were those kinds
Like
of
people
looks.
were
There
very
were.
concerned seeing a black man with a white child with blonde hair.
Hmm.
It's very
Hmm.
unusual.
Hmm. And you were where? Was
In
it Ohio?
Oregon, it was in Eugene, Oregon.
Oh,
which is a fairly liberal place. But back in
yeah.
the 1980s,
Oh,
it was
my.
still unusual to see a black man married to a white woman with a blonde child.
And this was in Ohio. I mean, excuse me,
Oregon,
Oregon.
in Eugene, Oregon, yeah.
Oh, my.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm trying to think.
had you ever been to Oregon?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I'm trying to think. We get stared at. I get stared at a lot just because,
Yeah.
I used to have a lot of hair. And
Uh-huh.
also, people were not accustomed to seeing somebody who was, let's say, pushy.
Oh,
Uh,
you were pushy. I don't believe that.
huh?
I'm being sarcastic. I said you were pushy. I don't believe it.
Oh no, I couldn't be believed about that, could I? No, there were some interesting things that happened when I was growing up, and um,
Yeah.
boy,
I'd like
yeah.
to hear those stories.
Huh?
I'd like you to tell me those stories sometime.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you what I remember. Sometimes I don't remember anything except that there were times when I just had to stop and look at people.
You had to. Why did
'Cause-
you stop and look at people?
huh?
What do you mean by that?
Well, because they were either doing or saying racist kinds of things, or
Yeah.
sometimes they were black folks who uh, just couldn't believe that they were they were critical of my behavior sometimes because I was not as friendly as they thought I should be.
Well,
Uh, and some of them actually offended me, and I was not really nice about it.
well, your parents taught you.
Hmm?
Your parents taught you to stand up for yourself.
No, they didn't. I had always been like that.
Oh, it's just genetic.
You might say
Well,
that. Yeah,
I
you
thought
might
you. I
you,
thought you
you might
once.
say that because it was like, excuse me.
I thought you once told me that your father taught you to fight for what you believe in.
Oh well, yeah, but the thing is that my mother did too, and my sister was kind of she was not she didn't really stand up to anybody hardly.
Mm.
She just kind of
Well, some of us,
tried
it's
to,
harder for us to.
huh?
Like I'm like that too. It's harder for me to stand up to people. But you have a natural ability.
You mean to say that you would let these morons do what they wanted to do and say what they wanted to say?
No, but it would be more difficult for me. The confrontation.
No, well, no,
I would need a friend like you.
well, you got one, buddy. But I mean, I did have to help some of my friends stand up because they would kind of,
Yeah.
edge, along and kind
Look out the corner of their eye.
of, huh?
Look out the corner of their eye and
Yeah,
back into the.
yeah. I, I, I wasn't gonna have it,
Yeah.
so I had to sometimes do something to help them along
That's what I like about you.
because I wasn't gonna have them mess with my friends
Hmm.
because their feelings would be hurt,
Yeah.
and and it just I just couldn't believe some of the things that happened, during those days, and uh, I would just have to kick